a valid sacrament. It's a marriage. It's legal. Everything is okay. But grace won't be active. The effectiveness of the grace will be questioned because the fruits of the grace will not be there. That means, in short, the intervention of God to protect that family will be very much limited because of this absence of holiness. That is why so many families are broken, so many families, no rectification, so many divorces are taking place now, and no one is able to love each other. And many people say, Father, after marriage, now we are living together, but I have no love for her. I remember one family came and said this, and said, Father, I was so shocked to see this. Before marriage, we used to love each other so much, and we used to wait for each other. We used to call each other. That was for many years. We were in love with each other. As soon as we completed our marriage, celebrated in the church, within 1 month we started fighting with each other. Now though we sleep together, I have no feeling for her. I have no feeling for him. And he says, I want to love her, but I can't. Somewhere some grace is absent, not active. Then after talking to them, we came to know these people, they had physical relations many times before, but they did not confess it before they go for marriage. That is why, my dear brothers and sisters, the church very strictly tells the people who are entering into the sacrament of marriage or any sacrament, be prepared for Holy Communion. There is lots of preparation. First confession, first Holy Mass, confirmation, Holy Order. There are lots of preparation. I remember my ordination days, 12 years of priestly formation. The last 1 year, so many intensive courses, intensive retreats, different retreats, and also so many confessions we are asked to go through, and the many personality development courses, so many things we had to go through just before ordination. I remember there was 3 retreats I consecutively attended, and then the last 3 days again there was another retreat. The last 1 day, whole day fasting and praying. The previous day we were sent to another church and completely no connection with the world, mobile phone, nothing. And we were asked to stay in one chapel, and we 3 were there who were supposed to receive the sacrament of order. We were spending the whole night and the whole day in prayer. The next day, it is not our parents who come and collect us, but the bishop comes and collects us. And then we go straight to the altar. We are not even allowed to speak to anyone. Go straight to the altar, receive the prayer and holy order. And that's how the priests are made ordained. But what happens to the marriage? Marriage is also equal sacrament, just like holy order. Why? Marriage is not taken seriously. Don't blame the church. The church has some rules and regulation. Everyone who receives marriage is asked to go for marriage preparation courses, and asked to go for a proper retreat, and asked to go for make a thorough confession of your life. Marriage confession. It is called marriage confession. We are supposed to do it. How many of us are taking it seriously? When church says something like this, we look at us, oh, church is burdening us. Church is making our way difficult. This is how we react. My dear brothers and sisters, the church is your mother. The church helps you so that in the future you should not have a problem. But when you have problem, God's protection will be there. The protection of the church will be there. My dear brothers and sisters, I have seen many families, many marriages taking place in complete alcohol. They are only for the Holy Mass. They come, and in the Mass, they somehow want to finish the Mass at the earliest and go back and for celebration, eating, drinking, dancing, and merrymaking. Their focus is not about the sacrament. Their focus is about the reception and celebration and video and dancing and everything. No wonder God's intervention in our families are not taking place, but it is getting limited. My dear brothers and sisters, this is the tragedy of the churches in the holy marriages in the church today. When you prepare for marriage, how many hours we spend for preparing the card, designing the card, designing the dress, selecting the ornaments, and in selecting the guest. And that is also an occasion to show our revenge. They did not invite us last year, so we will not invite them this year. We are becoming fully worldly, no connection with Jesus Christ. Our marriage has got no connection, though it is celebrated in the church. It is not Christian. It is worse than pagans, worse than Gentiles. Even Gentiles do the celebration of their marriage in a proper respect and honor and with fear of God. But many of our marriages are not taking place in this way, my dear brothers and sisters. Sorry to say this. I know it may be disturbing us to listen to all these, but somebody has to tell this. Praise the Lord. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, take your marriage very seriously. If marriages are broken, families will be broken. If the families are broken, children will be broken. If the children are broken, no priesthood. No priesthood, no priest, no mission, nothing. The whole world will collapse. Praise the Lord. Therefore, all those who are listening to me, many of you are youth, many of your parents, you will have children, your children are growing, they will have marriage. Teach your children what is important in your marriage.